Hi everyone, we are here today as usual, as everyone knows, I suppose now we are meeting every 2 weeks since October, so we met on the 9th and we're meeting today. We're trying to do this to bring more interesting people to the call, even though we are really interested in ourselves. It's nice to see all of you here, and today we have Ermina with us that is going to talk about something really special. That is people.mozilla.org, but she's going to explain everything, and I'm going to leave the word to her later. So I just want to start really fast with a great shout out to two core contributors that have been with us for a long time. One of them is here on the call and the other one it's not, but first I want to say really a big thank you to Artist that this week has done an amazing job for us, has been localizing in German, a really important article. He has been working until 11 p.m. So it was super late, and we really thank him for all the work he has done for us. And not only to him, to all the localizers that usually translate for us. Thank you so much. It's really important, and it's amazing the job you do every time. And I really thank you because I'm learning so much from that community. And I would thank Seburo as well, that is here with us, and all the volunteers that are participating and helping with ModsFest. I think that ModsFest is one of the most important festivals for the Mozilla environment. And this is the last year we are in London, so it's an important year. And I hope and I know there will be an amazing opportunity to have all those people together to celebrate Mozilla, but also to celebrate internet in general, and really in a really positive culture and a positive environment. So thank you, Seburo, and please take this thank you with you to ModsFest and bring it also to the other volunteers that are doing their amazing job as usual. I have also some shout outs to some new contributors that joined this week. I kindly ask you to go under their post. I linked it in the agenda. They introduce themselves and they are Andro Andros, MBCJSPI, and Harry. And they introduce themselves. They have already some interest on doing something on SUMO, so please go there and be like, hey, come with us and join our communication channel if they are not there already. There are some cool community news of the week. Kiki and Hai have been working on different things. One was already mentioned by Kiki last week, but I want to underline it again. We did a community meeting content planning. What does it mean? Basically, we are trying to give more transparency on who are we inviting on the call and what are we going to talk about. And what we would like to have from you is participation and to know who do you want to see on a call and what do you want to talk about as well. Because it doesn't have to be an effort only on our side, but we want to do this to talk more with you and to talk more together, let's say. So if there is someone who really interests you, please let us know, because this is really important for us. On the other side, as you probably know, as you've seen the spamming that me and Kiki have done, we created a community survey, and we are asking for your help to complete it. It's really important as well for us, because we want to know more, and we want to start with a bigger basis on what we can improve. Before in ourselves and then in the whole community and in all the tools. But we really want to know your opinion. The time and the deadline for this survey has been extended to the 1st of November. So please, there is the link on the agenda. Go there and compile it. It's only a 3-minute survey. It's super fast. So yeah, please do it. As a product updates, I just say that we have a SUMO sprint ongoing. Join us, get involved. And Roland, if you want to say something about the release notes or something about the release.
It's been quiet. We do have a thread for Firefox 70. We have a new logo. I'm sure you're all impressed by that. And what else do we have? Mac OS performance improvements. We've got a protection report. There's a lot of things in there. But yes, if you do find a bug, please let us know. But it looks okay so far. But again, it's only day 2.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So now I think I will leave the word to Ermina, and she's gonna explain us a little bit more about people.mozilla.org.
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me here. I really appreciate you making time for me. Hello. So I wanted to join this meeting because we've been working at Mozilla. We've been working on this new tool for a long time now. A couple of years ago, the project was started by Henrik Mitch, and I took over from him the product management part almost 1 year ago. So what's going on is that we started this project having in mind to replace phone book, which was the internally used tool for finding stuff. For seeing their information on them, contact details, things like this. So phone book is pretty explanatory, self-explanatory as a term. And the second thing we want to do is to also replace Mozillians.org. And this happens because there are quite a few improvements that were postponed on Mozillians. Also, we don't have an active developer or development team working on it or maintaining it, which poses a security risk. And of course, we think that it would be really, really nice to have both staff and community in the same place. So sharing the same tool, having all the people's profile together. Of course, we are going to allow people, both staff, contributors, NDA contributors, contractors, partners, university partners. We are going to, allow them to set the visibility levels that they feel comfortable with. So what this means is that, although you will see like 3,000, 4,000, 50,000 profiles in there, you are just going to have access to the information that people wanted to share with you, which we think is fine, and we think is the way to do it. I've already sent a couple of emails, notifications to staff about this to prepare releasing the application to the entire community. In July, the 1st of July, we replaced phone book. So we decommissioned phone book. If staff are trying to access now the Mozilla internal directory, they will get to PMO, which is this new tool. It's called people.mozilla.org. And we plan to decommission Mozillians sometimes in H1 2020. So this is anytime between January and June, late May. I hope to be able to do it by March, by sometimes in March, but there are a lot of things to consider with Mozillians, and we don't want to rush it. Among these things are that just touch on some of them. It is possible that we won't migrate the Mozillians profiles, but we are going to communicate clearly to you so that you update your people profile beforehand. So at your first login. We are not going to migrate vouching for sure. We are looking into what we think is a better solution for vouching, something that is not, as exclusive as we think vouching was. We received quite a bit of feedback from community, from staff, about the fact that sometimes it's hard to get vouched, to have access to different things. We are working on replacing it with something that we think is better. Anyway, it won't be transitioned to PMO, and there is going to be communication on this moving forward. What else? Some nice things that we hope we're going to have is that every community member will have its own dashboard, the way staff do. So we have an SSO dashboard where we see all the services that we have access to, and we can connect to those services directly from that dashboard. Well, this is going to happen for every community member from now on as well, so that it's as easy as possible for you to access different RPs. If you contribute to different to different projects, I see no reason for you not to see them all in the same place. I wanted to also, maybe share with you just like how it looks and how it feels today. This is the page that is dedicated to the community, but it's kind of very similar to the page that staff see. It's the differences come only in the way we personalized profiles, and also we've created different discourse posts for staff and for community, because they are not the same. Things are that are relevant for staff might not be relevant for you, and vice versa. So practically, you'll get on this page where you can access your profile directly, and you're able to manage it. To introduce the data and the information that you feel comfortable sharing with other people. You set up field level visibility controls. So practically at every field, you can choose what you want to share and with whom. You can search for people, so there is the same search box for everyone, and you can search for practically anyone at Mozilla, and you'll get results. The search is quite nicely done, because it allows you to make mistakes when searching practically. So it finds information and data that is not 100% accurate. So that if you don't know exactly the name of somebody, or if you just know that it's in the Paris office and maybe it starts with H or whatever, you can combine the searches in order to find that person, which I find it quite useful. Also, I'm not able to demo it to you today, but you'll be able to see the location and the time zone of people, and also there is this time zone converter that tells you what it means in relation to the declared your declared time zone, so that it's easy for you to to meet a certain person if you want to. Also, if if those people like me decided to share all their contact information with everyone, so you will be able to see in my profile what method I prefer in being contacted. You'll be able to see my contact details. You'll be able to see the projects I work on, a bio on myself, things like that, and whatever else I consider necessary sharing. Also, access groups will be involved. Will be displayed in PMO. So when I say access groups, it's both Mozillians access groups, so all the access groups you have in your Mozillians profile, but also LDAP access groups for those people who have an LDAP email address, for example. They are pretty relevant to staff because we have plenty of LDAP groups, but there is a part of the community, like with ND8, for example, they have LDAP accounts, and they will be able to see all of them in the same place for once. In terms of releases, so as I mentioned, we released to staff in July. I just sent out a couple of days ago another notification to staff, letting them know that we are releasing to ND8 contributors for now. So it's going to be a beta group of 26 people testing PMO. We hope to get feedback from them and to improve the experience based on that. The beta group will start next week on Tuesday. I am going to meet with all the contributors who will be at MozFest and who are part of this group in order to discuss what the expectations are for testing, what we hope to get out, to give them guidance in terms of testing. I want to put it out there that the meeting is happening on Sunday at 3 p.m. London time. If any of you is interested to attend, I'm very happy to have you there. Just ping me, send me an email, and I will. I don't know the location yet. That's the problem. I want to go there and see where is the best place to meet. So because I don't know if you've been to the O2, it's quite a huge place. So I want to see how it's organized this time, and I will add the location to the calendar invite. But you let me know, and I will invite you. So next week we'll have this beta test starting. Then end of November, the 25th, we are targeting. But let's see. More or less, we are going to make the application available to all ND8 contributors. So it's 400 people. And then 16th of December is the date when we hope to make it available to everyone, so to all Mozilla contributors. Of course, I'm going to post on Discourse. I'm going to, to notify you on this. I think Constantina, Julia, Lucy will also help me out. We'll communicate with communicating this to you, so that it's as seamless as possible, and we can, I don't know, handle you if you need it when accessing it. Yeah, so that's kind of it. I'm also here to take questions in case there are, or if there are things that you don't understand or you'd like me to know about. I can answer here. I can answer on Slack, whatever we have a Slack. It's the IAM channel that is externally accessible, so you can join us there and we can talk. Thank you, Julian.
Does anyone have some question for Ermina? You can write me, I can pass it to her, or you can just write her, as she just said. And thank you so. Oh, Paul, go, please.
Yeah, sorry. A quick question. What was the date for PMO going live for NDA contributors?
For all NDA contributors?
Yeah.
The 25th of November, end of November.
And will that be a migration of the NDA contributors' profiles to PMO from Mozillians?
No.
Point.
No. We are just either whitelisting their LDAP addresses so that they can access PMO because it's under, it's behind .0 now, or we are currently working on a solution so that we don't need to use LDAP at all, but well, it's something that it's in progress, and I don't know exactly how is it going to happen.
So what would happen to existing, all the information that people have got in their Mozillians profiles?
It won't impact it at all. It won't impact that information at all. You are going to have the same information into Mozillians, no matter if you log in into PMO or not.
Right, okay.
Is this answering your question, or you are referring to something else? I
was just thinking people have got information and what they've done in their Mozillians profile.
Yes.
They'll then log into PMO, and will they see a blank page, or will they see that existing data?
We are not importing that data. Actually, it's not only for NDA. We are not importing that data for anyone. So you are going to see a page where you will see your name most probably, or the data that is very few that we have on you because you logged in into .0. So it might be an email address. Yeah. Usually is the name and the email address, and you'll be requested to fill in all the fields. Everything that is already imported, which is, as I said, a couple of them, it's set to private anyway, so it doesn't show at all. And you can change it, but there will be no data imported from Mozilla.
No migration. Okay, no, thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome.
Any other question?
Yeah, I have a short question. For the dashboard function, would Pontoon be there, for example, for localizers?
Excuse me, you're asking if Pontoon will be there?
Yeah, that would be a good site to have on the dashboard with all the sites.
On the dashboard. I don't think Pontoon is there yet, but yes, the idea is to have as many RPs as possible integrate with PMO, but it's also dependent on the RPs themselves, so there is some work to be done on the integration, which is on our end and on the RP's end, but yes, this is a direction we are going into. We did an integration with Discourse that is quite nice. And the main developer, the lead developer working on Discourse is documenting that integration so that it's as easy as possible for other RPs to also integrate with PMO.
All right. Sounds good. Was just that.
Thank you.
Roland, did you have a question, or you were just moving around?
Sorry, no questions.
Okay.
Just random roll and spasmodic movements. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm all about the random movements. Sorry, kidding. I'll try to be still now.
No worries. I think that Ermina said almost everything was supposed to be said. The next date is really near, like the end of November, so we're gonna discover much more. And as she said, we're gonna communicate with you every step, like either through her, either through us, me, Costantina, or Kiki. There's gonna be communication on Discord, so on the forum as well. So it's gonna be everything online as always, and as transparent as possible, obviously. I don't have any other item for today. I don't have any other question online written from anyone. So I thank Ermina for being here with us, and I thank her for the beautiful explanation she gave about the tool and everything. And I thank every one of you that has been participating. Again, a big thank you to all the volunteers at ModsFest. We have to remember them, and they're doing a great job. And yeah, have fun there if you're going there this weekend. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be it.
Can we get a call to report on ModsFest in 2 weeks?
If I'm still alive, possibly.
It could be a written report. It could be a written report. You don't have to show up here because I know it's hard with work and stuff. Cool.
No worries. Okay, so we're gonna hear from you in 2 weeks. Bye, everyone. Have a good evening or day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
So